Hey, look, it's one thing that's holding you back from the top athletes that you look up to, and that's your core stability. Look, I train lots of athletes, and when they come in for their intro session, I give them evaluation. And when they do certain movements, I could tell that they don't have the proper stability that they need to be an elite athlete. So that's the first thing that I'm going to work on is developing their core stability. So I'm going to give you these 3 core stability drills that I use for all my clients to help enhance their performance level. The first one, split squat med ball slams. Now a split squat is a staggered stance, but you're gonna be in an athletic position, meaning your hips is gonna be lowered. You're still gonna have your chest forward, but you're gonna be in that split staggered stance to throw off your stability. Now with the weight of the med ball, when we slam in the med ball, that weight is moving, is gonna also throw off your stability. So you gotta make sure that your front foot is planted into the ground. So let me pause right here. I'm gonna tell you what I tell all my athletes. To stand up, we stand on our feet like a tripod. That means we got 3 points that we stand on. There's 2 in the front on the balls of your feet, and 1 in the back is your heel. So if you can understand these 3 points, then you can push through the ground through these points and have more stability when you're standing. So when you're in this split squat, that front foot, make sure you're pushing through these 3 points, always grabbing the ground so we have stability as we swing in this ball. So the movement is you start with the ball inside. You swing it like an arch all the way up and down to the outside of your body, slamming it to the ground, and then you repeat. Now that weight of the med ball is gonna throw off your stability. So you gotta make sure you grabbing the ground with those 3 points and you got your core engaged so you can have stability as you swing in this ball. Now with this movement, it's just like any play that you do on the field. You gotta grab people, you gotta move people around, you're gonna throw your body around, but you gotta make sure that you're able to be athletic, meaning you have stability in all of your movements. So that's all this movement and this exercise does, is it throws off your stability, but it's helping you control your body to make sure that you got the best stability in that movement. So do 3 sets of 10 on both sides and you will enhance your stability. So movement number 2, Bosu ball RDLs. All right, so you're gonna get a Bosu ball, flip it on the opposite side. So make sure we got the flat surface facing up. You only on 1 foot. So you gotta make sure you're grabbing the surface with those 3 points that I just mentioned. You're gonna slightly bend at the knee as you're bringing that chest forward, reaching just below the knees with your hands, and then you shooting up, pushing through the balls of your feet. You gotta make sure that your core is engaged and you focus on being very stable on top of this Bosu ball. You do these 3 sets of 10 on both sides, you will enhance your stability. So movement number 3 is cable swing outs. With the cable swing outs, you could be in a split squat or you could be kneeling down on your knee. So you in a split squat the same way I mentioned in the first drill. You got that stagger stance with that foot planted with those 3 points into the ground. Set the cable just around chest level, but remember our hips is lowered, so it's gonna be lower than when you standing straight up. You wanna make sure your arms is locked out straight and you swinging the top half of your body with the lower half of your body still facing straight. The only way you can move this weight is if your core is engaged. We're doing this movement from our core. So you gotta make sure you activate your core and we swinging that weight out. You don't need a lot of weight. Make sure it's at a level that you can swing it out without moving your lower body. We just wanna move from our core. Remember, it's a stability drill. So like I said, you can do this kneeling down. So you're gonna have that inside knee on the ground. The opposite knee is gonna be up and you grab it same way at chest level with your arms locked out and you swinging the top half of your body out as far as you can while keeping the lower half of your body straight. You do these 3 sets of 10 and you will enhance your core stability. Look, I hope this helped you. Remember, you're not gonna be an elite athlete or perform like the athletes that you look up to if you do not have that core stability. You can't make the proper movements on the field or whatever your sport is if you're not stable, all right? So you gotta make sure, 1, you do a lot of core workouts. 2, work on these core stability workouts that I just gave you. Again, I hope this helped you. Remember, be better than they say. Until next time, let's get it.